Hey, bless up, fam. So the time has finally come for me to let my old RV go. And it's not bittersweet for me. I had no idea living over 2 years in an RV how much stuff that you can accumulate. We have so much stuff in our lives that we accumulate over a period of time. And for a lot of us, it's hard to let go. But let me tell you, through this situation, I depart from this RV, and this is the crazy thing, and I'm gonna tell you how life does. My RV was working fine, everything was good, and just before we got our home, we had an electrical issue. It was like everything was slowly coming apart. You know, it was problem after problem. Y'all know the journey. If y'all been. Gigi said, are you really serious about letting the RV go? And I said, absolutely. I've letting go a lot of things in my life, you know, vehicles, cars, clothes, things that people would just hold on for years and years. And even though it's easy for me to let a lot go, I still got too much stuff. And you know, a lot of us, we have a lot of stuff that we have in our lives. We got a lot of baggage. We got a lot of things that we just hold on so dear and so tight. And we just afraid to let it go. I've had so much feedback from me just leaving everything, me selling everything, and then going out here in these woods and living out here in these woods. I got so much feedback. And a lot of people that I see that writes, they say, man, I wish I could. Man, I wish I could do that. But do you really wish you could? Because I know if I can do it, you can do it. And this is the reason why I'm saying that. Many of us, we don't want to let go. We don't want to let go of that job. We don't want to let go of cars. We don't want to let go of the cable. We don't want to let go high-speed internet. We don't want to let go of those modern day conveniences. We see different things in life. We see people with different things. And we see people going on journeys, and sometimes we kind of dream about those things. But those dreams can be reality if you learn to let go. Learn to let go. Learn to liquidate. Learn to donate. Learn to pass it on to somebody else. And like I said, in too many ways and too many things in our lives, we don't want to let stuff go. We just want to hold on and hold on and hold on. Then we watch. I remember every time when I used to collect classic cars, I would get some cars, and even though I pulled them out of a yard of where I bought it at, I would put a tarp over it, I put different things to cover it, and it seems like time when I would buy it, the rain would just come battering down on those cars. And if you know anything about those old 60 model, 70 model cars, they had rust. And it seems like I could feel the rust growing on those cars. You know, every time it rained, it seemed like, oh man. And then I'll be out there in the rain trying to cover it up to keep it from rusting. But that car was rusting before I got it. You know what I'm saying? I just never paid attention. I didn't have it there to pay attention to. That's the same thing with this stuff. Sometimes through this move, I didn't have a place to put some of my electronics. I done throw away flat screens. I done throw away laptops. I done throw away computers, sound equipment, man, albums, all kinds of stuff, because I tried to keep it. I tried to hold on to it. And it ended up getting compromised in the weather, me transporting, damages, stacking stuff, end up putting stuff on top of it in the hurry of the moment. And I lost a lot of stuff that I just could have simply gave away and let somebody else use it. But I just kept trying to hold on and trying to hold on and trying to hold on and trying to hold on, that it was wasteful. And I look at so much time, and I think about all the stuff that I've accumulated over the years, and I look into some of those rooms that I cleared out, even in the RV. Every place I could have kept something for storage, I had something. Underneath the RV, in the storage cabin in the RV, above the beds, below the beds, underneath the tables, underneath the cabinets, underneath the TV, underneath the bed. It was so much stuff in there. And I haven't seen it since I put it up underneath there. And I'm asking myself, why do we hold on? Why do we have this big, like, why is it so hard to let things go? And I know why it's probably hard, because we think about the number of hours, we think about the sweat equity, we think about the sacrifices it took to get those things. And we value based on our work and our sweat equity. But the sad part about it is it's corruptible. It sit there, it get mold, it decay, insects get in it, some of the connections on the electronics corrode, the moisture get in there, and it's no longer worth anything. And you covet these things and you hold on to these things so much instead of just letting it go. So, I don't know. I'm at a stage of my life, less is more. I don't want a lot of stuff. I don't want to hold on to a lot of trinkets, you know what I'm saying? I don't want a lot of things to maintain and take care of. I want a simple life. I want a life where I can sit, relax, do some work. I want to be constructive. I want to continue to work, and I am going to continue to work as long as God bless me with the strength and energy. It's not that I don't want to do anything, but I don't want to be responsible for needless, frivolous stuff. Why in the world do I want to keep maintaining the boat, multiple cars, motorcycles, dirt bikes, all of that? Nothing wrong with having it, but I'm going to use it. I'm going to buy it, and once I use it, I'm going to get rid of it. Once I had my enjoyment, once I've utilized it, I'm going to get it, and I'm going to let it go. And so now, it's not hard for me to let things go, because once you lost everything in your life, as far as materialistic, once you lost those things, and then you realize you can get them back, they're not as important to you as when you used to wish for those things, if that makes sense. There was years where I just wished and wished and wished for things. And then when I got them, I obtained them. It was like, it's kind of like Christmas. You know, as a child, you know, I flip through the Sears catalog, and go straight to the back of the catalog, because that was the toy section. And then I'll go and I'll pick out, and my mom said, you can pick out one toy out the Sears catalog, and I'll order it. And I would study it, I would study it, I would study it, and I'll study it. I would circle one, I'll fold a page, I'll come back to it, I'll dream about it, I get it, and then I finally pick out that one toy. And Mama ordered it, and it seemed like it would take forever. Then once it comes, she go to the store, she wrap it, I don't know what it is, but I know what it is, you know what I'm saying? And I cut little holes in it while it's up under the tree, and I peek at it in the box, and I try to put it back where it looked like I didn't touch it, you know what I'm saying? And then finally that day come, and I open it that morning. Well, our tradition used to be you can open up one gift in Christmas Eve. Christmas Eve night, you can open up one gift. And I'll open up that gift, and I'll play with it, and then after a while, I realized it wasn't all that. It wasn't worth the wait, it wasn't worth the sacrifice. It was like, it was cool, but it was like, it wasn't as important as I thought it would be. And that's the same thing with life a lot of times. The reason why a lot of us do not live and conquer our dreams is because we're afraid to let go. And we got so much stuff, and we got so many balls in the air that we juggling, that we're afraid of one drop, everything will come tumbling down. And we know how much and how much work it took to get you to that point, that you just don't want to let that thing go. So I just want you to just think about. Think about what you're holding on to. Think about the things that you're trying to maintain, the things you're trying to keep. Those things could be barriers to your dreams. They could be keeping you away from you living that fulfilled life. You don't want to let these years pass you by and you realize that all you did was work for stuff. And at the end of the day, all you can remember is just going to work, going home, going to work, going home, going to work, going home. Build some memories in between going to work and going home. Take some of that time off that you've been accumulating and spend some time to the things in your life that really matters. So I just want you to think about those things and just meditate about them. And put it in the comments. Let me know your thoughts. Let me know what you're thinking. I love to read your comments. I love to check out your comments. And thank you for the likes too. I appreciate that. And if you don't mind, share the video out too. Y'all be well, be blessed, and don't forget to keep on growing. Grow.